Hey guys, welcome back to our fourth podcast. My name is Barry, and with me always is Wheeler.
Hey guys.
Week, he's pretty much going to be our permanent sidekick.
Hey, that's what I want.
But anyways, thanks for tuning in this week, guys. Thanks for tuning in last week. We really appreciate all the emails and all the feedback. The more feedback we get on some of the things we should be doing, the better we will do, and we do really appreciate it. We kind of wanted to go to, we're going to be covering a couple of different things. We got some world news. Apparently, world news is going to take us to North Korea, over to Kim Jong-un for the details. And never mind, we just learned that Disney has purchased the Kim dynasty and they have actually canceled North Korea.
Ouch.
Ugh. But one of our sponsors today is brought to you by North Korean ballistic missiles. Now they're half off. Just kidding. Anyways, we're going to go into some reviews real quick. The first review that Wheeler's going to be doing today is God of War Ascension. So tell us about that new game.
Well, actually, it's a prequel of the God of War saga. It actually takes place before Chains of Memories, which was a game that came out for the PSP, but they rebrought it for the PlayStation 3 in a God of War Origins collection. Well, this game takes place way before then, where you have to actually play this game. But then again, you don't have to, because you already know, if you're a God of War fan or even played any of the previous ones, you already know the story. You already know what's going on. You know, there was actually no need for a prequel this late in the game, you know, because we need some new games. And if you ever played the third one, it left a cliffhanger like crazy. So this one kind of takes place before everything that went wrong. Like everything, he's going after the Furies, which is the enemies of this game, basically. Takes place before Ares, everything like that. So you will understand Kratos as a human being, basically. So gameplay-wise, like I said, it plays just like any other God of War. Square, square, triangle, move around, square, square, do some puzzles, anything like that.
So what would you
it does have multiplayer too, which is the first of God of War, of any God of War game. And it is actually pretty fun, and it could keep you a bang for your buck. But other than that, I give it a 7 Death Stars. You can actually pass on this one. You already know God of War's story. You already know why he did it if you played any of the previous ones.
So this is a renter?
I would say rent.
Or at least get it pre-owned.
Yeah, pre-owned, you know. Empire Games may have it.
Yeah, we've already had it actually in the store. But awesome. Thanks, Wheeler,
no problem.
For your review on that. The other one that I actually, believe it or not, I actually played a game for once.
For once?
For once, yeah. Army of Two, Devil's Cartel, by EA Games. I'm not a real big fan of EA, simply for the fact that if you want to play online, you got to have that code. If you buy it brand new, it comes with the code. If you buy it pre-owned, you got to buy that stupid code, and it's like $10. I will tell you this though, they broke from the formula from the first two Army of Twos.
The bromance?
The bromance, yes.
Yeah, the bromance!
I'm glad that they actually did. They made it more of a... They tried to tap into the Call of Duty, and they tried to tap into Ghost Recon. No, not Gears of War.
Okay.
Ghost Recon. Because it's a military shooter.
Yeah.
So they've gotten away from the whole head bumping, guitar rocking, all that crap. I couldn't stand that from the first two. I did like the first one. I didn't really like the second one. This one I actually kind of got into. If you have time, download the demo from the PSN network. I believe you can do it from Microsoft as well.
Yes, actually.
I don't know if it's free from Microsoft.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. So you can download that, check out the demo. I enjoyed it. I like shooters. It is third person, camera over the shoulder. So it plays a little bit like the Ghost Recon games. But again, they did get away from the whole bromance crap, and I'm really, really glad that they did. So, anyways, those basically are our two reviews. I'm going to give it out of 10 Death Stars. I'm going to get it 8.
8.
Yeah, 8.
That's pretty good.
I really liked it. So,
yeah.
Anyways, those are our reviews this week. And what we're going to do now is we're going to shoot over to Casey, and Casey's going to give us the deal of the week and the pick of the week. All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Hey guys, it's Casey here with the deal of the week. This week at Empire, if you get a regular price game, you can get one of these games for $10. For the Xbox, you got Halo 3, Dragon Age 2, Batman Arkham Asylum, and The Darkness 2. Or for the PS3, you can get Batman Arkham Asylum, Infamous 2, Final Fantasy 13, and Bioshock 2. Come out and pick them up. Hey, it's me again with your pick of the week. My pick of all weeks ever is Bioshock, because, in my opinion, it's probably the best game ever made. Pretty much, logistically, it's a regular shooter with some everything thrown in. But story-wise, I get excited just thinking about it. I seriously replay this game every 6 months just because I love the story about it. The first time you play it in the dark, it can be a little unsettling with all the surprises and the splashers and everything. But the twist at the end is really going to get you. If you haven't played the Bioshock series and you're thinking about getting Infinite, I strongly suggest you go through this first. You can pick it up here at Empire for $16.95 used. Thank you, and we're going to shoot it over to Austin for Gamer News.
Hey guys, Austin here with Gamer News. Just want to do a couple updates from the gaming community about the last week, all that's happened. First off, we're going to do some trailers and announcements. We got, first, beginning of the week, we had Thief 4. And I don't know about you guys, but me, I played Thief 4 a lot. Well, not Thief 4, but the Thief series, it was great. And this game looks good, and it sounds like it's going to be good at the same point, but it's going to be kind of scary if it's going to live up to its predecessors. It's currently the trailer we saw was just all a lot of pre-rendered. There was no actual gameplay in it, but we're hoping it's going to be just as good. It's going to be for PC, the PS4, and the new Xbox console coming out this fall. Next up, we got Poker Night 2. If anyone's ever played the Poker Night series, it's basic poker. Like, not gonna lie about it. It's basic poker, but it's really fun. They've got really cool characters. And this one, they've got a couple of great characters. They got Brock Sampson from the Venture Brothers. We got Claptrap from Borderlands, GLaDOS from the Portal series. We got Ash Williams from the cult classic Army of Darkness, and then also Sam from the Sam and Max series. No official release date on this yet, but it's going to be Steam, Xbox Live, Arcade, and the PSN. Another trailer, I'm looking forward to this one, is Killer is Dead. This is the second trailer we've seen of this one. It's weird in the sense that it's not what you would expect from something called Killer is Dead, but it's really like cel-shaded, that smooth graphic style. It's looking kind of violent, so kids might want to stay away from this one. But it looks amazing. It's got like a futuristic alien invasion sort of story going for it. But it's going to be for the PS3 and the 360. And it's looking pretty good. I can't wait for that one. Black Rock Shooter is our next one we got. This one is also another really interesting game. It's got a post-apocalyptic feel to it. Other than that, there's not much seen in the trailer, other than it looks really anime-ish. It's got that sort of feel of anime, so if you're into that, check it out. It's going to be another one this is actually an exclusive. It's just for the PSP. So if you got the PSP, looking at this, check it out. And this wasn't a trailer, it's just an announcement. We got Dynasty Warriors 8. This addition to the franchise is adding not much. The most they've really revealed about this is a lot of what-if scenarios. So, like, say a couple of your famous characters didn't die at this point. What would they do? What would they go on and do with their lives? And it's due out for July 16th, 2013. So look forward to that. I'm gonna go on to our stories we've got this week. First off, Bungie's Destiny. It's supposed to be better than Halo. This is what they're trying to run with. Is saying that we're doing things Halo couldn't do. And they're doing a lot of different things like this. And before I really get into this, I'm going to try to go over my thing with Bungie, so that you know there's a little bias here, trying to keep that out. But here's my problem with Bungie. I liked Halo 1, 2, and 3. Everything after that, I didn't. So it's sort of a love-hate relationship going. I feel they started rehashing it, and it was the simple COD formula. It's like, every year, well, what should we do for a game? Let's copy and paste the last game and then just eat donuts for 6 months to release. Sounds good. And they really felt like they were doing that. This Destiny game, I'm getting that sort of vibe where it's looking a lot like Halo. It's pretty, I'm not gonna lie, it's extremely pretty. And they're going really good directions with this. They're trying to get that MMO feel where the ever-changing world into a single-player game. And they're also putting in some co-op, where in Halo, if you played co-op, if you were a second player, you weren't really there. Like, the story wasn't your story. They're trying to take that away and make it so if you're playing co-op, both of you have this epic story that involves both of you, not just, Master Chief. It's looking pretty good, and I can't wait for this one. The only problem I had with this little talk they did this past week is they're talking about character customization, and I'm cool with that. and I love it. Different armors, guns, design your character and stuff. It's cool. But the main thing they talked about, it wasn't even really talk. It was, I'm not even gonna say talk. It was just a couple sentences, truthfully. But instead of saying like, we got all this armor and guns and stuff, which is what everyone else says, so I understand why they didn't do that. The sentence they said was, you could be either a man or a woman. That's been done before. You could have said something else, Bungie. So I mean, show me some more next week. And next up, I've got Assassin's Creed. I love this game for one, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you do. The talks about this game is looking really good. I'm pretty interested to see if this goes live, because they're talking about doing an annual type thing with Assassin's Creed, where every year we're going to get another Assassin's Creed. And I've been following this series since the beginning, so I can't wait to see if this actually goes through. Let's see, up next we've got Blizzard. Everybody knows Blizzard. Blizzard is one of the biggest gaming companies in the gaming industry right now. We've got Diablo 3, World of Warcraft, StarCraft, everything. It's great. And their new Project Titan had info leaked about it this last week. Well, probably some of the biggest info released about it so far. And sadly, it's not much. But it's going to be an MMORPG, a lot like WoW. A lot of the info leaked is saying it's going to be third person, it's going to have tab targeting, a lot of stuff you see from WoW. But it's also got a couple different things. They're going away from the sort of fantasy type thing. They're going to be doing a lot of Earth history from what they were saying, which I'm okay with because history's alright with me. The weapons we're talking about is everything from magic to guns, and then it's also going to have a lot of time travel. And it's supposed to be encompassing like Greek, Roman, Viking type areas. So I'm really interested to see where that goes. So we're going over, we've talked about a little Sony stuff, a little Blizzard, PC stuff. Let's go to Microsoft. This past week there was a little controversy with Microsoft Studios creative director. He made a couple tweets and it caused a lot of uproar. First thing he posted is, I like things to always be online. And rough quoting him, don't quote me on that, but it's a rough thing what he said there, and it just exploded. People were like, I don't understand, we don't like this, etc., etc., and he got into a little conversation with somebody, ended up saying some things. It's caused a lot of controversy because there's one thing he said, it's like, okay, my electricity goes out from time to time, better not buy a vacuum cleaner. Okay, that makes sense. And he's going with some other stuff where, like, somebody asked him, like, okay, you've lived in these very connected places. Like, he's lived in Seattle, LA, New York, stuff like that. He's like, okay, try living in some little backwash town in Virginia. And he's like, why would I want to live there? It's not very good when you're trying to sell a system to people. So, I mean, Microsoft, they've released a little bit of a statement. They're apologizing for his words. He's trying to play it off as a joke, but it's one of those, he's got to watch himself. Speaking of Microsoft, there's been some rumors flying about the new Xbox console. Not going to confirm anything. Nothing's going to get confirmed until May 21st when all this information is actually released. But it's being simply named Xbox, and apparently it's going to be quote-unquote expensive. They're bringing in at $500 for the main, and then $300 for the lower subscription. It's kind of crazy. I mean, considering the PS3 when it came out, what was it, $400 I think? Like, this isn't exactly the way they should be going, and there's not going to look good because the $300 is supposed to come with some form of subscription. Like, you're supposed to actually automatically pay for Xbox Live with that, and it's not good customer service, guys. It's really not. With these little rumors, there's been 2 unannounced Xbox machines they've give a little info about. One was called Yumo, which has actually been scrapped. This was going to be completely different. Like, it wasn't supposed to be for gaming at all. It was supposed to be like a strictly application type system for people who aren't in the games, they just want entertainment. The next one that they're codenamed Stingray is going to be quite interesting. I can't wait to see this. It's going to pretty much be a budget priced 360. Coming in at $99. I'm excited for this because, Red Ring, it happens. I mean, if you can't fix it, $100 is for 360. It's a pretty good deal. But apparently this new Xbox and Stingray is supposed to come out this this fall. My bad, guys. Alright, so next up what we got is we got some game releases. This next week, April 7th to the 13th, we've got quite a few games which released. On the 9th, we had Age of Empires 2 for the PC, re-released HD. I'm pumped for this game. If you didn't play this back in the day, get this game and play it. You'll love it. Guacamelee for PSN and PS Vita. Those are both on the 9th. For the 10th, we've got Shoot Mania Storm for the PC. Pretty good game, look into it. You got Age of Wushu for the PC, also coming out on the 10th. April 11th, we got Dillon's Rolling Western: The Last Ranger for 3DS, Gemini Rule for the iOS systems, and then April 12th, Pandora's Tower for the Wii. And that's about all I've got left for you. I'll see you next week with more news throughout the week. For now, I'm going to send it over to Casey with some LucasArts news.
Hey guys, it's me again with a Wheeler.
Hey guys.
We're here covering the shutdown of LucasArts. I think we should have a moment of silence here. A little tear.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah. And what have you read about?
For what I've read, all I know is Disney's evil. That's what I heard. Disney is evil. They shut down LucasArts, but then again, LucasArts hasn't really been doing good the last couple of years.
Yeah, like from the early to mid '90s, they made some really good things. Like my favorite game is not even a Star Wars game from LucasArts. I like Zombie Day My Neighbors. Like I've started on that game when I was like 3 years old.
I actually played that game and it's fun on co-op.
Yeah,
it's really fun. It's
is.
one of the funnest co-op experiences you can have.
It is. But actually, contrary to popular belief and like semi not so good journalism, they're not actually shutting down. It's not like you'll never hear from LucasArts.
So they're not.
No. I actually have Disney's official statement right here from their closing thing. It says, after evaluating our position in the games market, we decided to shift LucasArts from an internal development to a licensing model, minimizing the company's risk while achieving a broader portfolio of quality Star Wars games. As a result of this change, we've had layoffs across the organization, which is very sad.
That is.
We are incredibly appreciative and proud of the talented teams who have been developing our new titles. So, basically, LucasArts is still going to be around. What's happened is 154 days after they acquired the licensing property and everything, they kind of dissolved it. So over 150 people got laid off.
That sucks.
It really sucks because, I mean, you get in a company like LucasArts and you think, hey, I'm going to have a job for a long time.
They've been around for 30 years.
Yes, it's
so you
a
would
really
think they would
long
never
time.
close down. That's like saying Activision closed down.
Yeah. A lot of people have been having concerns about, 1313 everything, which isn't quite dead. They're still thinking about putting it out. Some people are excited about it. Some people,
I was.
Yeah.
I saw the demo at E3 last year. It looked amazing.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. I was pretty excited about it. So, I mean, they're going to license the name out to other things like Pandemic and other people that they've worked with before. So, there's no need to worry. You'll still be seeing LucasArts around, and we'll be good.
That's excellent news.
Yeah. We're going to cut back. We're going to get Barry in here, and him and Wheeler are going to wrap things up.
All right, guys.
Thank you for watching the podcast.
Hey guys, back over to us. Wheeler just wrapped up. What were you guys talking about?
LucasArts.
LucasArts
Them closing
yeah.
down and everything like that. It
Yeah,
sucks.
not good, guys.
Unemployment.
Anyways, yeah, unemployment sucks. I'm sorry, but so we got some really good info from Wheeler and Casey. Also, we had a new segment this week from Austin, who was going over a lot of gamer news. Every week, we should be able to put that actually in the podcast now. That's going to be a new segment that I think we'll all enjoy. So if you guys have got some stuff that we're not touching on, stuff that we actually don't know,
Send them in.
Send us in an email and let us know. We'll gladly put that on the air as long as it's not Wikipedia tainted. Anyways, a couple of things we want to go over before we wrap this thing up. A couple of local bands we want to do a shout out for. One of them is called Indian Chives. They're a local band here in Douglas, and Sleeping in Denial. I believe you can probably get both of those on Facebook if you want to
Look 'em up.
If you want to look them up. Two local bands. I like them. Sleeping in Denial. I just was listening to them this afternoon. Where is it? Cannibal Corpse. They sound a lot like Cannibal Corpse to me. Yeah, a lot of screaming. Anyways, good band, and I believe that metal is making a comeback. So,
yes.
Anyways, check them out on Facebook. Give them some love. When they start playing locally around here, check them out. You'll probably enjoy them. So we want to jump into question of the week, which was sent in from Douglas Lee, here, local guy in Douglas. So
No pun intended.
no pun intended. Anyways, he wrote in and asked what my favorite Star Wars game was, whether it was an old Star Wars game or whether it was a new Star Wars game. And what's your favorite one?
I'm gonna have to say The Force Unleashed.
Good
it was
game.
one of the
Good game.
few ones I liked. Apparently, you play as the apprentice, Darth Vader's, and I like how they stretched out the storyline a little bit from the original movies and the prequels. His story was pretty good. I liked it, and I dig on the second one how you can do 2 lightsabers.
Dual lightsabers,
Yes,
yeah, I love that.
It was
Digging
pretty
it.
good. So, unfortunately, everyone tells me Battlefront is the best
Battlefront,
one.
I love Battlefront.
And I never got around to play Battlefront yet. Everybody tells me it's
He'll
phenomenal.
play it. I guarantee you he'll play it before the next podcast.
Yeah.
I'll make him play it. He'll come up here and play it.
So don't kill me. Don't send me no threats. Like, oh, you haven't
Yeah,
played
we want to hate
Battlefront.
Neil because he hasn't played Battlefronts, but I'll make
I'm
sure
sorry.
he plays it. Anyways, so yeah, Battlefront was probably one of at least my top 5. My favorite was Rogue Squadron on the GameCube.
On GameCube? All right.
Loved them. I loved the cheat codes. You could,
And that's the one you can fly around
yeah,
in
you
the
fly
ships?
around.
All
I
right.
was always flying around in Slave One or Millennium Falcon. Loved them, absolutely. So, Doug, that's probably my pick. Rogue Squadron. I know there was like probably 3. I think there was 3 on GameCube.
4, something
3 or 4,
like
something like that.
You know.
Loved them all, really, to tell you the truth. Not my favorite console, but the GameCube was actually a solid console. You could drop the thing off a roof and it wouldn't break.
Yeah,
But,
right.
anyways, that was the question of the week. We're going to go over our sponsors. The first sponsor this week is from Comics and Collectibles, 912-384-0431. Go see Kevin, Kim, or Alex over at the Peddlers Mall. They have a booth over there, and they would love to actually see you guys. It's located at 403 South Peterson Avenue, Douglas, Georgia. So for all your comic book and collectible needs, go see them. They've actually donated something that we'll be giving away at the end of the month to
Look at this
some
beautiful
lucky
thing.
viewer.
This beautiful thing right here.
It was autographed, and it has an actual certificate. Yes. So at the end of the month, whoever sends in email, a comment, what have you, we're going to throw your name in a hat. We're going to pick it out. Lucky winner is going to get that collectible Star Wars comic book. Unfortunately, it's not going to go to me. It's not going to go to Wheeler.
I wish.
Anybody on the team, actually, because we're all kind of Star Wars geeks anyways. So thank you to Kevin, Kim, and Alex for donating that. And apparently, I think they're actually going to donate some more stuff.
That would be good.
Yeah, to give away. We like giving away stuff. Doug, you will be getting a bumper sticker as soon as I get some more in. Right now, we are fresh out. I can't keep those stupid things in. Also,
they look good on your car.
Yeah, they do look good. You got one on your car.
I do, and it looks really good.
I got a
It
real
brings it
big
out.
one on my car.
I
Anyways,
don't know, I got a small one.
yeah. Allen's Country Customs, right here in Douglas, Georgia, 912-389-8862 for all your vinyl and window tinting needs. Go talk to Allen. He will hook you up. Best in town.
Word.
He did a lot of work here in the store, and he's done some work on my car, and he actually is. He's really good. Nice guy, too.
I'm about to get my car done.
Yeah, get your car done. And last but not least, Friendly Rentals right here in Douglas, Georgia, 912-383-8886. Go talk to Patrick. Go talk to Craig. Go talk to Danny. Steve. Go talk to all those guys. Michelle. And then Michelle never gets any love over there. But
Michelle,
anyways, yeah.
we're
everybody
hollering
loves
at you.
Michelle. Anyways, go check them out. Get you a couch. Get you a love seat. Get you a furniture.
50-inch TV
50
to play your
inch
video games.
60
Come on,
inch
guys.
TV.
60, yeah, go up.
Go get you something over there at Friendly Rentals. They'll treat you right, and then come on down here and hook up with some video games.
Word.
So, probably noticed that one of our commentators was absent this week.
Mr. Rupert, we're sorry you weren't here for us today.
Yeah,
We hope to see you next week.
He'll be back next week. He had a prior engagement, and he couldn't be on film this
Did he
week.
get attacked by raptors
Yeah,
or anything?
He might have been. He might have gotten dragged away by wolves.
Oh.
We may have to go check him
We
see
may
if
have to
he's
go
still
check
out
him.
there. But anyways, he'll be back next week, guys. Thanks from all of the gang here at Empire Games.
We love you guys.
Thanks for tuning in, and I'm going to give a shout out to my mom. My mom again,
And my mom, of course, who is also Barry's mom.
yeah, my adoptive.
I love you, and
And I got to give a shout out to Mia and my sweet Ruby.
Ruby.
Yeah. So, anyways, thanks again for tuning in, Barry.
Wheeler.
Yeah, we're signing off, and we'll see you guys
Next week.
All right.